Hey guys, Great and Powerful Mystery here.
And J-Clone 211.
And I had a little bit of a rough night last night, so I'm exhausted. So today we're going to do a Patreon release. So you guys can get a sneak peek behind the curtain of the kind of stuff we do with the Patreon episodes and how much fun we have over there with those guys. If you want to join the Patreon, the links are down below. So enjoy this episode, and we'll be back next week with our normally scheduled program. Bye.
Where the corn cold gathered round, Patreon members making sound. Cryptids of the corn we're found, talking Bigfoot, dogmen bound. Hiding in the woods they creep, stalking hikers making us leap. Eat corn, we're in deep, giant jellyfish, manta ray sweep. Flying through the sky so high, hating government, don't comply. UFOs alive, we can't deny. Mushrooms smart, fairies nigh. Elementals in the woods so sly. At the end of the night we sigh. Sitting round the fire we try. Talking monsters, eating corn, oh my. Where the corn cold gathered round, Patreon members making sound. Cryptids of the corn we're found, talking Bigfoot, dogmen bound. Hide in the woods they creep, stalking hikers making us leap. Eating corn, we're in deep, giant jellyfish, manta ray sweep. Flying through the sky so high, hating government, don't comply. UFOs alive, we can't deny. Mushrooms smart, fairies nigh. Elementals in the woods so sly. At the end of the night we sigh. Sitting round the fire we try. Talking monsters, eating corn, oh my. Elementals in the woods so sly. At the end of the night we sigh. Sitting round the fire we try. Talking monsters, eating corn, oh my. Dogmen bound.
Welcome back, Patreon Corn Crew.
That's not a cold open.
I'm just saying. No, well, you know what I meant. Where I wanted to talk about that the stuff you got in the cabinet back there that we.
What do I have in a cabinet?
You're compiling tinctures. You're making tinctures.
Mm-hmm.
We're making medicine, people.
Actually, yes.
That's the goal, anyways.
Where's the plants you promised me?
I left them at home this morning.
Yeah, so
I don't know. I sat them out too. Yesterday, this was my thinking. I put them in my in the garage after I pulled up in the gator. Took them out. I'm like, I'm not leaving them in the gator because I'll forget them.
what are you bringing me?
I'm bringing you red clover flowers.
Yes.
Dandelion,
I don't have the book in here. Dandelion. Yep.
I have that. I'm bringing you milk thistle seeds.
Yeah, I needed those.
I needed to get blackberry root. I didn't harvest them because I didn't want to climb into the woods on those people's property to dig it up. So I didn't want to do that. What was the other one I was after yesterday? Well, mullein flowers.
Did you get any more of those leaves off that one?
What do you mean?
The one I found?
I didn't go. We didn't drive down to it.
Okay.
And then goldenrod flowers is what I was looking for too, but I didn't find any of them on our property. So, but I found all the other stuff. And then fleabane. I was also collecting fleabane, but all the samples I collected kind of got contaminated by cattail fur. Or not cattail fur, cattail fluff.
Oh, the plant?
Yes.
I think that's okay. Why would that not be okay?
Because it was all over. No, it was not okay. It was on every single flower, leaf, part of the plant, the fleabane, that is. The kids, I was taking the kids out, not mine, but, we were doing some foraging. And I was teaching them stuff. I found some, what's the really, jewelweed. I found jewelweed out there. That was pretty awesome.
You got jewelweed?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then, and the coupe de gracie, the coup de grace I found. I found some prickly gooseberries. Oh, yeah. Or also known as I read online, it's called swamp gooseberry. But when I looked up swamp gooseberry, it didn't give me the prickly kind. But in particular, it was a prickly gooseberry. So if any of you Patreon members Google that, pretty wild looking. They look like little spiky, they're spiky little gooseberries, but they grow in the wild. And I looked up last night, they're rare and endangered in Ohio.
When you ate them?
Oh, I ate two. No, I ate one. I gave
Well,
the
that's
other
how
one to
they're
the
going to
kids.
reproduce.
Oh, we got a whole vine back there. So
Okay, well, let them seed.
I'm going to, but I have imagined I'm going to collect a lot of the berries and try to seed them up around the house maybe. And
Oh, wait until we build out there.
Or I mean both. Obviously, if I just get them going, if we can get some plants, because I imagine it looked like they grow like raspberries.
But you got fleabane?
Oh, we have fleabane growing everywhere. What's fleabane good for?
Internal hemorrhaging.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And external bleeding.
Didn't it have to do with like epilepsy too?
No, it's also the cure for gonorrhea.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, so hemorrhaging, how would you...
So you make a tincture with it.
Okay.
And it's really good for stomach and urinary tract hemorrhaging. So if you start peeing blood, you take this.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's one of the few compounds that can stop internal bleeding.
That's very interesting. Okay. Fleabane, just a little flower. I'm sure everyone, well, at least if you're in the region where it grows, it's a pretty common little flower. It grows everywhere.
It's known as the unkillable weed.
Wow. Okay. And pretty little flowers, like little yellow
was it
or white flowers.
Milk thistle? Is that the one that's the cure for cancer? I don't have my book.
That was red clover. You were telling me.
Red clover is the cure for cancer.
At least that's what you were telling me yesterday.
Yeah,
that's what the book says.
I was reading the book.
Yes, within the book,
and it's unsubstantiated.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. But why?
I gotta when you bring me those flowers, they gotta be dehydrated. Because some stuff. That's why I really like the book. And I don't have it in here. I have a couple books on that stuff. That's the one Emily got me, which is awesome because it's not just plants. The other one's just plants.
Mm-hmm.
Where it is like that one has like oyster shells and what they're used for.
Wow. Okay.
But what was I saying?
It has to be dehydrated.
Oh, and that tells you that where you use the root, whether you use it fresh, whether you have to dehydrate it, whether you use the flower.
Mm-hmm.
I like mullein. If it wasn't for that book, I wouldn't have known this. The seeds are really toxic.
Yeah.
But the flowers and the leaves are safe to consume.
Right. Who would have thought? Which the flowers look good. I almost ate one yesterday. A mullein flower.
Yeah, I imagine they don't have much of a taste.
Probably not. They look like corn pops. Like when they're all sitting there together, like the cereal. It just looks like corn pops.
And then I added more oil to the one.
I seen that. You topped her off. It needed it.
Yeah, because it looks. It was concentrated.
I think it absorbed a lot of the oils too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I have to press it. You have to like stamp it down when you drain it.
Okay. Yeah, well, see, we're learning. We're learning to make medicine because you can't rely on big pharma anymore because they're scamming us and they have been for a long time. And you know what? Take the power back in your own hands. Do it yourself, and we'll teach you how to do it one step at a time as we go. Because I'm going to try some of this stuff. I'm going to try it.
Some of it?
Well, all of it. All of it. I'm going to try it when I need to, is what I'm saying.
And like it's just horseradish and alcohol.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, heck yeah, I'm going to try it. That one I'm a little scared of, but...
Oh, it's not going to taste good.
No, it's going to taste horrible.
For this Everclear. It's 95... And it tells you which percent alcohol to use for which thing.
Okay. Some you need stronger stuff.
Yeah, 95. A lot of them need 95, but some of them go down all the way down to 30.
Oh, wow. Okay, so very
It depends
mild.
on what compound you're trying to... Extract from what plant.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've seen like the plantain, all the ones in the cabinet right now are 90. I have a bottle of 50. Because you can mix it, and I'm just like, it's easier not to do the math and just buy the bottles.
Right, yeah.
Because you can buy 30, 50, 65, and 95 is the percentages the book uses.
Okay.
Mostly. I haven't seen anything. There was a couple that were like 25%. And you need to use basically a clear, non-flavored alcohol. So a moonshine, like a plain moonshine, or which Everclear? What is Everclear? Is it moonshine? It's corn whiskey.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
I think it's moonshine.
Probably
95%. Because I don't think I didn't buy Everclear. I bought like Jim Clear or something with the knockoff version of Everclear.
Oh, okay.
Because it's all the same. It's just 95% and there's no flavor in it.
Yeah, it's just rough to consume.
Yeah, no, I mean, I only ever drink it like a handful of times. I drink it a lot when it used to be mixed into stuff. Like, I used to make jungle juice for college.
My gosh. Which
was in a horse trough. Because you just have like 3 or 4 bottles of Everclear and then just high C and fruit until they threw up in it.
No,
and then people are still drinking out of it.
That's disgusting. I guess the alcohol would kill everything, but it's still disgusting.
Oh, there wasn't no bacteria in there. I wasn't drunk enough to drink out of it.
Oof.
Ball lightning.
Ooh, ball lightning.
Yeah. We're going to talk about ball lightning.
That phenomena.
phenomena. Phenomena. Anyways, ball lightning is an extremely rare and unexplained phenomena described as luminous, spherical object that vary from the size of a pea to being several meters in diameter. Though usually associated with thunderstorms, they have been, observed with with thunderstorms locally around. I'm going to say they're rare, right? There's no
Extremely.
hard science on these.
Right.
I'm going to say 80% of them are association with thunderstorms.
Okay.
Whether they are electrical discharge or not, we'll talk about later. But they do seem to correlate with severe weather phenomena.
Okay.
Which would make sense. If anybody didn't know, that's what lightning is, or any of that is. There is so much energy. I love thunderstorms. I love sitting up,
they're great.
sitting in the back patio and just, I love rain, like heavy, hard rain. I don't like floods, not that, maybe that
not
extreme,
destructive.
but the power that's involved. People don't get, people think we're safe. People think we humans have conquered this.
Earth.
Yeah,
the
planet,
elements.
The elements. We have not.
No.
Anyways,
Yes.
they're often associated with thunderstorms, but they don't have to be. They last considerably longer than normal lightning bolts, which we're talking, hundreds of milliseconds. When we're measuring how long it takes lightning to strike. Your eyes, sometimes it's moving slow enough, your eye can see it grow. But next time anybody's listening to this and you're paying attention to lightning, watch it. And it grows in chunks. It doesn't really grow in chunks. That's just as fast as your brain can perceive it.
Right, exactly.
So it's like those old flip books for kids.
Okay, yeah.
That's how we see lightning. Even though it is like animated where it's constantly moving.
There's parts in between. You just can't see it.
We can't see it. And there's also, it's very distinct from other electrical phenomena like St. Elmo's fire and the will of the wisp.
Okay.
Which are completely other phenomena. Some 19th century reports describe the ball as eventually exploding and leaving behind an odor of sulfur. And I just listened to an episode in Ball Lightning from another podcast, and they had actually, it's distractible. I know Nicole, Patreon member, listens, and Mark had one of the main guys has experienced ball lightning twice in his life.
Wow. Okay.
And the one was he was describing his whole house was like blue, it was like bright as daylight and blue. And they seen something like a glowing, not like a figure, but like glowing moving outside the house. The dogs are going nuts. And then an earth-shattering kaboom. They thought all the windows in the house were broken and everything like that. Later on, he's seen ball lightning again. And it was the same thing, but he actually seen the ball.
What are the odds, though, for one person not to just once but twice?
He's not a very big into the paranormal or anything like that. But he'd be what they call a slider, where he keeps having lights explode around him and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I don't know if those people are magnetically charged. We've talked about it in the past.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dad's mom? So my grandma, on that side, I think she may be one, or maybe it was his aunt, where she couldn't change a light bulb. You have to do it for her because they just keep exploding. She couldn't get near certain lights.
Wow. Okay.
Whether they're magnetized or something like that, and it just fries them.
Yeah, I don't know. That's an odd phenomena.
But yeah, so yeah, ball lightning. But so there's oftentimes if you've witnessed the whole phenomena, it ends in the ball exploding with the loudest noise possible. The descriptions of ball lightning appear in a variety of accounts over centuries and have received some attention from some scientists. Now, we'll talk about one of the scientists actually witnessed ball lightning. It's now finally getting a footing where the people are trying to look at it, but it's
to understand it, or
it's so rare.
Mm-hmm.
Normal lightning is hard enough to study, but when a lightning storm's coming, and you'd be like, all right, it's somewhere in the next 3 miles, there's going to be a lightning struck.
Yeah, we got
Suzanne,
apps. Yeah, exactly.
She's with her little device at 2 miles.
Yeah, a lightning strike, 2 miles, 2.7 miles northwest from here.
Yeah. The optical spectrum of what appears to have ball lightning events have been published in January of 2014. They include videos at high frame rate that are slowed down. So they're typically higher than human eyes
can perceive.
Yeah, can perceive. Needless to say, scientific data of ball lightning is pretty much non-existent.
Okay.
Besides that, it happens.
All right. So there's nothing to measure off of, nothing to compare it to.
Yeah.
Nothing in the books yet.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
There's a couple like associated things with it,
Okay.
like the thunderstorm thing.
Mm-hmm.
It produces light. It's typically blue.
Mm-hmm.
You know, its average size is a softball. Or not softball, sorry, a volleyball.
Well, you said anywhere from a pea to a meters.
2 meters wide.
Right.
But so its average size, though, is like a softball,
Gotcha.
a basketball,
Okay.
somewhere in there. That's what most people that experience the phenomena say, you know, when they put it up with their hands, it's that size.
Okay.
It can be a little larger, can be smaller. So we have data. Now that science is taking it seriously, they're looking back at a lot of these, which we'll talk about, some of these historic, like, hundreds and hundreds of years ago accounts of ball lightning.
Mm-hmm.
They're taking them and looking at them more seriously now.
Okay.
So we're piecing together information from
Right.
that.
We're putting the puzzle pieces, arranging them correctly.
Yeah. Although laboratory experiments have produced effects that are kind of similar to reports of some ball lightning, they still don't know if it's what they're producing or not.
Okay.
So characteristics, depiction of ball lightning vary pretty widely, but you know they have some consistencies. They're almost always described as moving, whether it's moving up or down, sideways, or unpredicted trajectories like zigzagging.
Okay.
A lot of people, they're always hovering off the ground.
Okay. So they're never sitting on the ground and stationary.
They're never stationary.
Ever.
They're never sitting on the ground. Whether
Okay.
they're moving really slow or kind of fast. A lot of people describe it as a person's walking speed. They seem like a person, or they're intelligent. Whether they are or not is a whole different question.
Right.
But just people that have witnessed it say it looked like it
Seems
was
that
like a
way.
person just walking, but it was just happened to be a ball of lightning. Hovering all around. Let's see. They're attracted to, unaffected by, or repelled from buildings, people's, car, and objects. We don't know. Some accounts describe it as moving through solid masses of wood and metal without any effect.
So it's like not even there.
Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
While others describe it destructively melting and burning those substances.
Oh, okay. So we got
Like
two different types.
Punching a hole through metal.
Yeah, where one does that and the other one absolutely nothing.
And that may be due to grounding.
Ooh.
Because it's like why some people get struck by lightning and they don't have any marks, and other people get exploded. It's because of grounding.
Okay.
Whether the lightning is passing through you
Or stopping.
or you are it.
Yeah, it's stopping in you.
Yes. So it could be that too. Or the ones that could, like the glass or the wood or whatever, could be well grounded. So wood's not conductive, right? Are typically not conductive.
Right.
But if you produce enough electricity, everything is conductive.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
So I just want to make that clear. There's no such thing as a non-conductive material. It's just the power output to make it conductive.
Gotcha. Okay.
So this may have enough power. Wood is now conductive.
Right. Yeah. It goes right. I mean, I've seen videos of lightning strikes hitting trees.
Yeah, sure,
It goes right
trees.
through it.
But I'm, typically non-conductive things like glass. We'll
Right.
talk about
Oh,
stuff
gotcha.
like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Other non-conductive materials that it seems to like. It appears to also be linked somewhat to power lines, altitude. So it's almost always seen at 300 meters or higher. It also seems to be connected to thunderstorms, but there are cases of it in calm, completely normal weather.
Okay.
So like I said, a lot of this is just anecdotal, just trying to piece something together.
Put it in some sort of a box.
Ball lightning has been described as translucent, transparent, multicolored, evenly lit, radiating flamed, filament, sparking, or with shapes that vary between sphere, ovoid, teardrop, rods, and even disc. But your typical is the ball.
The ball.
The
Yes.
typical color is blue and with slightly transparent. Like you can, like a lot of the ones I was reading for this were like a glass, almost like, it's not a glass ball, but like a glass ball with blue lightning zigzagging inside.
Okay.
So you can see the lightning or the things moving inside of it. And then you can kind of see behind it if it's not bright. But some of them are so bright, they're just a blinding light.
Kind of reminds me of the little Tesla coil ball things at like Spencer's Gifts.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
Sure, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, it's just one of them escaped. If you put a big enough battery into one, they turn to that. And
That's those nuclear batteries we were talking about.
oh, yeah. What are the
and it starts
neutron?
gliding.
Yeah.
Like, what is happening?
Becomes self-conscious. Or not self-conscious, conscious.
Probably self-conscious.
Yeah,
too
probably
in
that too. That's why
modern
it avoids
society.
people. And you look at it just right, it explodes like a squonk.
Although there are separate and distinct phenomena, ball lightning is often erroneously identified as St. Elmo's fire.
Okay.
So people see it and they're like, I seen St. Elmo's fire. No, you've seen ball lightning.
So what's the difference, though?
St. Elmo's fire is a completely different, weird phenomena.
Has that been explained, though?
No. It's another mystery.
So what?
St. Elmo's fire, Will-o'-the-Wisp is also another one, which is a completely distinct light phenomena.
Okay, I guess I didn't know what just distinguishes between one or the other. I don't know.
So Will-o'-the-Wisp is like almost always tiny. We've done episodes on Will-o'-the-Wisp. You remember? It's little blue lights.
Right.
They can be red, they can be yellow, but they're almost always blue. They dance or bounce through the woods, but they're little.
Okay.
And they are always appearing like a flame.
Okay.
They have that property to them.
Where these ball lightning
is a ball of electricity.
Right.
What appears to be
electricity. Like could be plasma, or could be...
Yeah, that's a big one.
Or
We'll
if
talk about plasma.
You light a toothpick on fire and put it in a microwave. Could be that.
Grape.
Or a grape. Not on fire, but just a grape.
No, you cut a grape and then put it under a glass jar. Don't do this because it'll ruin your microwave.
Yeah, it ruins them.
Mr. Lusk was always asking for microwaves. He was just like, your parents ever getting rid of a microwave? Grab it.
Give it to me.
Because these only do it a couple times before they explode.
Yeah, right. He's building some big magnetron in his backyard garage.
The nuclear Boy Scout.
Right.
Do you want me to pull up St. Elmo's fire an actual description?
Oh, no. I just wanted to make sure we're not... I guess they're both just not the same exact phenomena.
They're not the same phenomena.
Okay.
St. Elmo's fire is in the sky.
Okay.
Oh, now you got me all clicking all kinds of buttons.
Oh, boy. Swamp gas.
The balls have been reported to disappear in many different ways. From just suddenly vanishing and going out, I've seen a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
Or they just kind of poof, they're not there anymore. To, grudgingly disappearing. So like a light going out, slowly losing battery power or something like that. Being absorbed into an object is often other described. An invisible or an object you can't see because the light that the ball lightning is producing. Almost like it's being swallowed by something.
Okay.
And then the suddenly loud popping.
That one's new to me. That one's new. When you mentioned that earlier, I've never heard that before.
This exploding is marked as an explosion with force. It has even been reported to the police with damages, as in blowing car windows out, blowing house windows out, burning the sides of houses where it looks like you seriously took like a giant heat lamp and burnt a house, or it's just the circle.
Right, yeah. Set it right on it.
Mm-hmm. Accounts also vary in its alleged danger to humans, from lethal to harmless, where there's some reports of it hitting people and them exploding.
Jeez, yeah, I think that's lethal.
And then others they've touched it, they've been around it, and they report feeling almost just like the like electricity in the air. Like if you ever unfortunately heard of somebody that's been struck by lightning, that's how, like you could feel electricity dancing on your skin.
Oh my gosh!
So it's like when people touch this thing, they could feel that.
So it's like in that Zelda game. What's that? Breath of the Wild. Yeah, if you have if there's a lightning storm out, your sword will, or if you're wearing anything metal at the time of a lightning storm, it'll like flash once, flash twice, flash again, and then you'll get struck by lightning.
Lethal Company has that.
What is it?
Lethal Company. It's like we've talked about it. It's there used to be a giant galactic human race,
and
then the Eater of Worlds showed up, and then humans now are like living on scrap. Like we have technology, we have ships, but we really don't understand how they work. It's all piecemealed together. It's like the remnants of an ancient culture.
Gotcha. Okay.
The ancient culture was super advanced, so the planet hopping. Now the beast is sleeping on the quote unquote the golden planet. Which was supposedly outlined completely in gold. That was the last thing it ate, and just sleeping on it. So you have to keep getting stuff to feed it.
Okay.
To keep it asleep, keep it happy.
Gotcha. Okay.
But if there's lightning storms on some of the planets you can visit, and if you have anything metal in your inventory, you get one flash, and you have to drop it all.
Oh, okay. What is this?
Lethal Company.
Is it a game?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a game.
I've never heard of it.
It's good. A review of an available literature published in 1972 identified the properties of typical ball lightning, while continuously are against over-resilience in eyewitness accounts. So let me read this for you. So here's what in 1972 they said this is your average ball lightning. They frequently appear almost spontaneously with cloud-to-ground lightning discharges. So they're assuming they're right there, it's a byproduct of that.
Okay. They
are generally spherical or pear-shaped with fuzzy edges. Their diameter ranges from 1 to 100 centimeters, which is 0.4 inches to 40 inches. Most commonly, though, 10 to 20 centimeters, which is 4 to 8 inches. Their brightness corresponds to roughly that of a domestic lamp, so they can be seen clearly in daylight. A wide range of colors has been observed, red, orange, and yellow being the most common. The lifetime of each event is from 1 second to over a minute long, with brightness remaining fairly constant during the time. They tend to move a few meters per second, most often in a horizontal direction, but may also be seen vertically, remaining stationary or wandering erratically. Many are described as having rotational motion. It is rare to observe reports of sensation of heat, although some cases say disappearance of the ball is accompanied by a liberation of heat. So that when they're on, there's no heat being produced, but when they disappear,
it releases
like a furnace blast of heat. Some display an affection for metal objects and may move along conductors such as wires, metal fences, and railroad tracks. Some appear within buildings, passing through closed doors and windows. Some have appeared within metal aircrafts and have entered and left without causing any damage to aircrafts. The disappearance of the ball is generally rapid and may either be silent or explosive. The odors of these resemble ozone burning, with sulfur and nitrogen oxide being reported. So that's like from 1972, when they were first, like, a big group was collecting a lot of data on it.
Right, yeah.
But this group threw a lot of eyewitness reports out.
For what reasons?
Same thing some scientists do, is it didn't fit. Right?
Okay.
They have an idea of what they want it to be.
Yep.
So you find hundreds of encounters with that. And then, mine was disc-shaped and it was zigzagging all around.
We're not counting that one.
You didn't know what you were seeing.
Yep. You've seen something different. It's not this.
Yeah, so there's a lot of that bias. They want it to be one thing. Like they associate with thunderstorm discharges.
Right, yeah.
So I'm guessing he did not include a lot of those if they weren't associated with thunderstorm discharges.
Gotcha, okay. Yeah, and it could be a multiple phenomena, under one umbrella.
Sure.
Just like Bigfoot and, we talk about with certain
There's
things.
hundreds. There's fairy fire. You ever seen that?
Probably not.
That's almost always in Florida.
Okay.
It's kind of like St. Elmo's fire up in the sky. They call it fairy fires or fairy lightnings. It's a whole bunch of pink, assuming lightnings that look like there's an entity inside of it, like flying around and dancing with each other,
Like inside a cloud or something?
like in the sky.
Okay, just in the sky.
They say, but it's often with the tropical storms in Florida.
Okay. Well, and storms bring a lot of high energy, obviously. So if it's anything just natural or something supernatural, where those high energy areas are, that's where that stuff happens.
Yeah, you ready for this one?
Oh boy. Let's see.
It should be a name you know here in a second. We're going to talk about some historic accounts. Ball lightning is possibly the source of legends described as luminous balls, such as the mythological Arcamayo from the Argentina and the Chilean Metaluche culture.
Okay.
So just saying that these groups of natives have these stories of these things. It's probably ball lightning.
Okay.
They just have a lot of them more commonly, so they make legends around them.
Gotcha.
That's what they're claiming. According to the statistical investigation carried out in the 1960, of a 192 Oak Ridge National Laboratory monthly roll personnel, and out of all 15,923 United Cambridge Nuclear Company personnel in Oak Ridge, they found 5.5% and 3.5% respectively reported seeing ball lightning. The Scientific American article summarized the study as having found that ball lightning has been seen by 5% of the Earth's population. Another study analyzed reports of more than 2,000 cases. So you know Oak Ridge, right? The nuclear site?
Where's that located?
Oh, now
Oak Ridge.
Oak Ridge National Laboratory.
It sounds so familiar.
It's got Dogman and Bigfoot and all kinds of stuff around it. Now I can't. Now I'll look it up.
It's not. That's not the one in like North Carolina, is it?
I thought it was Tennessee.
Tennessee.
So maybe it is North Carolina.
I can't remember though. But you said the number though, 5% of.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's a lot higher than I would have imagined. But I'm wondering too, and that's your
Tennessee. I was right.
Yeah, you nailed it. All
this
right.
is the one that Tony talks about a lot. That has all the evil stuff.
That's why it
happening around
sounds familiar. Okay.
So 5, and I don't know. They were doing a lot of their employees were seeing this stuff around the grounds.
Okay.
On a nuclear power plant.
Yeah, that's not good.
But is it the same thing? Is this a byproduct of just free radicalized energy?
Mm-hmm.
So it's nothing intelligent. It's nothing paranormal. It's just a piece of science we don't understand, where it's a manifestation of free radicalized energy.
Yep.
So the biggest natural producer of this is lightning storms.
Right. So you're saying it's like a byproduct or a what's the word? Like in excess of something. This would be
it's just
leftovers.
like just electricity essentially burning off.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much energy in the air that every once in a while it clumps together and we see it physically.
Gotcha. Okay.
Where there are animals that see electricity or a way to see electricity. We just don't happen to be one of those.
Absolutely not. Unless
it's really powerful.
Like your hair standing up on your
Yeah.
head. That's the only way we can physically observe it. It's
So like hammerhead sharks, their whole head is designed
to sense that stuff.
for electricity. They can actually map out electrical wires into like concrete if they wanted to.
Well, I imagine if we could see electricity or magnetic fields or electric fields or whatever, EMF fields, or EM fields, electromagnetic. Yeah, that's EMF. The F is already built in field. But I think we'd probably all go crazy or everything would look wild. Or we'd probably turn off a lot of stuff, than our everyday lives. Because modern day, we're surrounded by it 24/7.
But yeah, so they found that 5% of the Earth or the U.S.'s population has seen ball lightning.
That's crazy.
And a lot of them just don't talk about it because they've seen it like, what was that? I don't know.
The light, yeah.
So let's talk about some historic accounts. Grevers of Canterbury. Can you guess where this is?
UK.
Yes, England. Grevers of Canterbury, an English monk, contains what is possibly the earliest known reference to ball lightning, with a date of June 7th, 1195.
Oh, that's pretty old.
That's a while ago.
Yeah.
He states, a maleficous sight descended near London, consisting of a dense and dark cloud emitting a white substance that grew into a spherical shape. Under the cloud, which was fiery globe, fell towards the river. The physicist Ernest, Professor Brian Tanner, and historian Charles Jeffers of Durham University identified the chronicle early entry as probably describing ball lightning and noted similarities with other accounts.
Okay.
Grevers' description of the white substance coming out of the dark cloud, falling in a spherical fiery sphere, was having some horizontal motion, is very similar to other historic accounts describing ball lightning. It's fascinating to see how closely this 12th century description matches modern day sightings. The great thunderstorm of wide comb in the moor.
Okay, you say that again, please.
The great thunderstorm of wide comb in the moor.
Wide comb in the moor?
There's dashes between every word.
Gosh, okay.
That's a place.
Is this another UK thing?
How'd you know? England.
Oh, yeah, because of the name.
In Devon, England.
Okay.
So one of the early accounts of the great thunderstorm at a church in Wide Combe in the Moor, Devon, England, was on October 21st of 1638. 4 people died. And approximately 60 people suffered gravest injuries from the severe thunderstorm. Witnesses described an 8-foot-tall ball of fire striking and entering the church, nearly destroying it, blowing it to bits.
I think this is beyond ball lightning.
Large stones from the church or the church's walls were hurled to the ground and through large wooden beams. Like it was attracted to the stones, and when it touched the stones, it was basically cannon firing them through the walls.
Like propelled them, like a magnet. Yeah.
Through the walls. The ball of fire allegedly smashed a pew and many windows, and it filled the church with a foul sulfurous odor and a dark, thick smoke. The ball of fire reportedly divided into 2 segments, which is another thing ball lightning has been seen either merging or dividing.
Separating, yeah.
One exiting through the window by smashing it open, and the other disappearing somewhere inside the church. Because the fire and the sulfur smell, everybody explained the ball as the devil, and it was the fires of hell sent. Later, some blamed the entire incident on 2 people having been playing cards in a pew during a sermon, thereby incurring the wrath of God.
Yep. That's probably exactly what happened.
Could have.
That one I feel more confident in.
Yeah, and there's artist depictions from the day of this, and they draw this ball of lightning almost humanoid.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if that's artist
artistic license.
License.
Yeah.
or if that's really what they seen. But yeah, it exploded this church. It walked into the front door of this church and just started exploding it.
That's insane. Yeah, something. I think that's beyond ball lightning.
I think it could be ball lightning.
I just think it's too much of a coincidence being in a church. The guy's playing cards.
Keep in mind this is 1638.
Mm-hmm.
What is the only building where people congregate? A church or like a pub restaurant?
A brothel.
But like a church is like a pillar of town.
No, I know.
Everybody is in. So if this happens to I think it just happened to be a church versus it happening to a church on purpose in my head. Because nobody would notice if it happened to like your house, right? You'd come home and your house blew up.
Right, yeah.
Well, we left ember must have hopped out of the fire.
Right, yeah. No, someone left the gas stove on. That's what you were going to say, weren't you?
I was going to say somebody left the stove on.
Yeah.
But no, like an ember hopped out of the fire, burned the house down.
Yeah.
Something like that. A cat. You know.
No, right. Yeah, burns down.
What was that? Did you see that? Like, I think it was a rat had burnt down a house. There's a famous story of that. Like, rats would run into a fire to hide, catch on fire, and then run back into your house. And then they would burn your house down.
Oh, my God.
Because there's a rat that's on fire running through your walls.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say, like, it chewed through a wire or something.
No, I'm talking like 1600s.
Yeah, the rat caught itself on fire and ran as a human flame into your house and set it on fire. It's the most unfortunate thing ever.
I guess it was also the time they were blaming salamanders.
Exactly, yeah.
Actually, this is like 500-600 years after that.
Oh, okay.
The first monk was closer to the time they were blaming.
Oh, okay, the salamanders.
My fire salamanders on causing fires.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Patreons just end up being, I thought there's going to be one part. There's going to be like two parts.
I'm just imagining, though, the guy sitting outside watching this house burn, and then like his neighbor's like, oh, man, that really sucks. And you see this rat run out from his on fire right into his house.
like it came from the other guy's house.
Yeah. He's like, oh, man, that really sucks for you. And then the rat runs out right under his house. He just runs in after it, and it's a big ball of flame in 2 seconds.
Because they had thatched roofs.
Right, yeah.
That's all kindling.
It's ready
Unless
to go.
you were rich, because then they were made of stone.
Ooh, slate?
I think it was granite, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Blue granite?
I don't know. I like the slate roof tiles, though.
Oh, I mean, I'm talking about like castles, but not castles.
Oh, gotcha.
Like manors.
Yeah.
Like when you were rich. Like that's why there's 2,000-year-old homes still standing in the UK, because they were built out of stone.
Yeah, and then all the houses we build now can't last 100 years. Not even. 50 years, maybe. And if you don't even stay in it, 10 years, tops.
I mean, they also had slaves and peasants that they could make the stones.
Well, but we have companies and people we pay money to that should even do a better job.
But you can still do it. It just costs a lot. You have to pay those people that are carving the rocks into bricks.
I guess so.
They didn't.
Yeah, I guess so.
What do you mean you guess so?
I don't know. I don't know. I just don't like it.
The sloop, Catherine and Mary.
Ooh.
You know what sloop is?
No.
Mm-hmm. It's a boat.
Okay.
In December of 1726, a number of British newspapers printed an extract of a letter from John Hallow of the sloop of Catherine and Mary. This is what it says. I hate reading Old English. I'd rather try to read Spanish translations. As we are coming thou the Gulf of Florida on the 29th of August, a large ball of fire fell from the element and split our mast into 10,000 pieces.
Dang.
And if it were possible, split our main beam, also 3 planks of the side, underwater, and 3 of the deck. Killed 1 man. Another had his hand carried of sick.
Man.
And had it not been for his violent rain, our sails would have been burst into flame.
I'm no sloop expert, but that don't sound good.
So basically, this ball of lightning came down right through the mainsail.
Yeah.
Blew it just a million pieces.
Yeah.
The ball went through the deck, just exploding the 3 beams it hit, and then out the side under the water.
Dang.
Like it made a left-hand turn.
Okay.
And went to the ocean.
And dispersed.
And then there was a guy somewhere in between there, and he blew him up too.
He exploded, yeah.
I mean, what? It's 1726. You're on a sloop in the middle of the Gulf of Florida.
All right, I can see. I'm envisioning
It's
it right now.
pouring rain.
Okay.
A ball of extremely bright light from God starts coming in. You're like, and then it explodes your mast into a billion pieces, hits the guy standing next to you, and he just turns to goo.
Red mist.
Red mist. But, like, and then it burrows into your ship, and then punches a hole into the ocean.
I think it's some animal.
What do you do?
I don't know. I
Like-
think pray.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
I think you do. It's an old technique, but I read it in a book. You take both your legs and you stick them behind your ears.
You were gonna say,
And you kiss your butt goodbye.
like, I'm just imagining how, like, so pretty, and then all hell breaks loose.
Yeah.
Ah!
Well, you ever remember that movie War of the Worlds?
Yeah.
Where
The original or the new one?
the one with Tom Cruise.
New one.
Okay. Where like the lightning and stuff's coming down, like striking the ground, they're all kind of like, whoa, like they're in awe of it.
And then the ships come out of the ground.
Yeah, then it's scary.
Do you know what happened?
What's that?
So that alien, that force,
Yeah.
they invade planets. They've been invading planets for millions of years.
Right.
They send their technology beforehand,
And then
that lightning, if you
them.
freeze frame it, it's them
they're in it.
going into the ship.
Right, yeah. It's pretty wild. It's like Star Trek technology.
Ah,
Kind of beaming.
hmm.
It's like a physical beam you can see.
The HMS Morgig. Morgig? I don't know. It's a word that doesn't exist anymore.
Okay.
Morgig.
No, that's a word. It's what you got to pay on your house.
Oh, mortgage?
Oh.
It's not that.
Oh, okay.
It's got weird hyphens on letters.
Remember it's Old English. This is how they used to spell it.
Morgig.
Yeah.
One particular large example was reported on the authority of Dr. Gregory in 1749. Admiral Chambers on the board of the Morgig, 4th of November, 1749, was taking the observation just before noon when he observed a large ball of blue fire about 3 miles distance from them. You thought I was going to say 3 miles wide.
Yeah.
Then immediately lowered, about three miles distance from them. They immediately lowered their topsail, but came up so fast upon them that before he could raise the main track, he observed the ball raising almost periodically and not about 40 or 50 yards from the main chambers. Went off with an explosion as great as 100 cannons being fired, discharged at the same time, leaving behind a strong sulfurous smell. By this explosion, the main topmast was shattered into pieces, and the mainmast went down to the keel. 5 men were knocked down, and one was observed to be severely bruised. Just before the explosion, the ball seemed to be the size of a large millstone.
Okay.
4 feet.
That's pretty big.
Mm-hmm. What are you looking up?
I don't know what this is. This is just naval warfare. This is Chinese fireworks. It's just fireworks. An explosion of light and it smells like sulfur. What's that sound like to you? What's that describe?
A bat.
Huh?
A bat. It's a defensive mechanism of the glowing bat.
The glowing bat. To me, it sounds like a mortar shell at the fireworks stand down at 309.
See, it's actually ropins. These are all ropin,
Okay.
the cryptid. But they get a disease, a rare disease that causes them to explode.
Well, first they get infected by a bioluminescent algae in their fur.
Remember ropin glow?
Do they?
Yeah.
Like bright blue?
They have a patch on their chest and the end of their tail glows.
Oh, okay. So that's all it is. They get overcharged and explode.
See, it's a disease that just hot wires them to explode so they spread their disease.
Their thermostat gets broken.
In 1753, reports recount lethal ball lightning when Professor George Richmond of St. Petersburg, Russia,
Ooh.
constructed a kite-flying apparatus similar to Ben Franklin's proposal a year earlier. He's like, Ben did this. Let me try this. He got lightning. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try sky fishing. Richmond was attending a meeting at the Academy of Science when he heard thunder, ran outside with his engraver to capture the event posthumously. I knew that's a modern word. I just can't say it.
Right.
While the experiment was underway, ball lightning appeared. So he's running out. He's like, I want to test this. I want to do the same experiment Ben did. Lightning's outside. Let's go. You're coming with me to to take data, to take notes.
Mm-hmm.
And then ball lightning shows up. The ball had left a red. Oh, sorry. While the experiment was underway, ball lightning had appeared, traveling down the string, crawling towards the man, striking his forearm, and killed him.
Dang, okay.
He's flying, and he's like, yeah, get that key. And then ball lightning, like, crawled down the rope at him really fast, jumped onto his arm, and he just died.
It surpassed the key.
The ball had left a red spot on his arm. His shoes were blown open like a cartoon.
Oh, man.
And his clothing was singing, is how they said it. The steam. It was like whistling, like it was a big teapot.
Oh, jeez.
His engraver was knocked severely unconscious by the explosion. The door frame of the room was split, and the door was torn from its hinges, thrown back several feet.
Okay, so this is quite the explosion.
Mm-hmm. Don't touch ball lightning. It didn't like to be touched.
Man, but I don't know. It just sounds like it's alive a little bit.
Kind of does, doesn't it?
A little bit.
Don't touch it. It doesn't like being pet.
Okay.
The HMS Warren Hastings. This is a pretty famous ship. Do you know it?
Nope.
Ah.
I don't. Never heard of her. Should I have?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Pretty famous.
Then tell me about it.
Why don't you tell me about it?
I don't know. I just told you what I don't
An
know.
English journal reported during the storm of 1809, 3 balls of fire appeared and attacked a British ship. It was the HMS Warren Hastings. The crew watched as one ball descended, killing a man on the deck and setting the main mast on fire instantly in a rainstorm.
So it likes ships, ball lightning.
Well, we'll come to that part. I'm glad you noticed the ship theme because they're not all in ships, but a lot of them are.
Yeah.
At this time.
Yeah.
It kind of goes away after a bit, but we'll get to that. So the one man just killed him instantly, and then the main mast caught on fire and it was like in a blaze. A crewman went out to retrieve the fallen body that was struck by the second ball, which knocked him back and left him with mild burns. A third man was killed by the contact with the third ball. Crew members reported a persistent, sickening sulfur smell afterwards. So these 3 balls are just kind of zooming around the deck, and everybody they hit either explodes or dies.
Yeah.
No, so the thing with ships, specifically with this stuff, from the 15s to the 1800s,
Okay.
they had a lot of people, first off, so a lot of eyewitnesses, so like the church, and they took notes.
Captain's log.
Captain's log.
Yep.
They had extremely detailed journals.
Okay.
And there was actually, depending on the ship and what you were doing, there was actually a person's only sole job was the detailed notes.
Okay.
I don't think it's that they like ships any more than anything else. I think it's more those facts.
Just the accounts were more
preserved.
jotted down. Yeah,
They were preserved.
There you go.
Because when they got back to, their books would be either copied or taken and put on record.
Wow.
So I don't personally believe that there's any greater connection than anything else. It's just at this time frame, that's where you were going to get reports. That's where stuff was going to get written down. That's where it was going to be saved for time, and that's where you're going to have enough eyewitnesses. Because there's only 2 of you, and you both die, and you're just in a woods somewhere.
Yeah, true.
Who's going to tell?
Right.
There's 50 people in this ship, and 3 of them blew up.
Right. Yeah. Huh.
That's my opinion. That's an opinion.
Well, it makes sense.
Because they're seen on land a lot. And as we get more in modern history, a lot of single eyewitnesses.
Right. On the land.
Yeah, on land.
Accounts.
And I just think that there were still single eyewitnesses on land just as common in this time. Just no way to report it. Especially in a population that couldn't read or write, generally, the average person. Like the church was the only people that could read or write. Like you'd have to take stuff to them.
To
read for you.
Right, transcribe it.
So what are you gonna tell somebody first off? You've seen a ball of fire. And then who's gonna write it down so it's saved for 500 years?
Well, it could be like in the Bible with the burning bush.
Sure.
What if that means something else,
Ebenezer oh my gosh, I hate this name. Ebenezer Cobham Brewer.
Sounds cool.
Ebenezer Cobham Brewer. That's too many names.
Okay.
Ebenezer, though, in the 1864 U.S. edition of the Guide to Scientific Knowledge of Things Familiar.
Nice.
Discuss globular lightning. He describes it as slow-moving balls of fire or explosive gas that sometimes fall to the earth or run along the ground during thunderstorms. He said the balls sometimes split into smaller balls and explode like cannons. That's it.
Okay.
It was interesting, 1964 U.S. edition, the guy did scientific knowledge. Like, he just posted about it. Didn't call it ball lightning, whether he knew of it, phenomena, or he just discovered it in his own research and was like, this is interesting, I want to publish it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's just another thing that he had ran into enough accounts where he feels like he had a rough description of it.
Yeah. Gosh, it just seems like static discharge. It just feels, or not feels like, but I don't know how else to describe it.
See, I think it's much more than that.
Yeah.
I think it's done so many things, and you've mentioned it already. It seems like it's alive or intelligent in some way.
Okay.
Now, when we hop, I mean, I got tons more stories, but we're already at 50 minutes. So maybe we'll do, where am I?
Ball lightning part 2.
Where's the slider? That's how I know where I am.
Oh. I don't
Like
know.
how far I got to go.
Must be a long article.
Well, I gathered stories from everywhere.
Okay.
I just want to talk a lot. And
Well, I meant the slider's probably so tiny you can't see it.
oh my, that's
It's so big. But yeah, if we're gonna do a part 2, I mean, this is interesting. I didn't realize there's so many accounts too that are documented, especially that old. Because I mean, the phenomena too with old paintings and stuff. There's
there's
paintings
a bunch of ball lightning,
whether it's ball lightning or people in crafts or
that kind of stuff.
weird. Regardless,
So you already mentioned it. It seems almost like it's alive.
Mhm.
So think back to the Demon Core episode when we talked about the nukes and the creatures that seem like the beings that were flying through the air and walking. Remember, they described these things on green fire,
right? Yeah.
walking around and flying, and they seem like they were in distress too.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do more stories next week and stuff like that. But my kind of big thought is, what if these are the electromagnetic creatures that live in the Earth's sphere?
Mm-hmm.
In lightning storms, get them sticky.
Sticky?
Sticky, as in it's sticking to them. That they're always there. They're always moving around.
Yeah.
We just can't perceive them.
Oh, the lightning itself
Is sticking to them, or plasma is sticking to them.
grabbing onto them. Yeah.
So you can see them temporarily, like the nuclear fire did in Japan when we dropped the nukes. And they either shake it off, or maybe it's lethal to them, and they actually do blow up if they get too much of it.
Or maybe they're looking for some way to dispel it. Or
Yeah, they're trying to hit
disperse it.
something.
Yeah.
They're just trying to get it off them.
Right. Yeah. So when it hits you,
Sometimes it discharges, sometimes it doesn't. But
Right.
that may be why they're looking for things, or maybe it's little enough that like sometimes it's just like, this will dissipate. I can
Yeah.
But if it builds up too much,
or what if it builds up so much that's uncontrollable, and like any of the nearest object, it kind of just is pulled to
it has to. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a static charge pulled to it. I don't know. That's an interesting thing. You ever I know I've talked about it before. You turn all the lights off and you take a blanket and you like pull it over your head or something, and you see the static but it like jumps through the blanket through the fabric. I kind of envision that when you talked about some of those stories, the way it moving erratically. If you've ever seen that, the way that static charge but you have to have the lights completely out, and it happens in the blink of an eye, so you can't really see it. But you see those little sparks kind of jump through the blanket, and that's weird. I don't know. That's why I said a static charge, something similar, but just on a grand scale. That
I mean, it's static. It's static electricity. It's just the Earth.
Right? Yeah, it's just huge. The amount of power behind lightning causing it, rather than a blanket being pulled over your head. Is maybe just so different where you might get more phenomena attached to it.
Yeah, it's free energy.
Mm-hmm. And another thought I had too. What if it's psychic beings? What if this is what you see when
Astral
someone's
projectors.
Yeah, when someone's doing something, maybe even beyond that, where they're
Another planet, another plane,
or even interdimensionally, like viewing or through time. Not like astral projection. I imagine is like current. You're going through the current time and space of now. It's just not your physical body. But what if people can have visions? They go into the past and they project and they view events in the past. And what if this is that phenomena that they're seeing, the byproduct of people in the past. That's just what they're seeing.
I know what it actually is. I was going to say it for next episode, but you got me on this thread.
Uh-oh.
It is giant ground sloth ghost.
Where the corn cold gathered round, Patreon members making sound. Cryptids of the corn we're found, talking Bigfoot, dogmen bound. Hiding in the woods they creep, stalking hikers making us leap. Eat corn, we're in deep, giant jellyfish, manta ray sweep. Flying through the sky so high, hating government don't comply. UFOs alive, we can't deny. Mushrooms smart, fairies nigh. Elementals in the woods so sly. At the end of the night we sigh. Sitting round the fire we try. Talking monsters, eating corn, oh my. Where the corn cold gathered round, Patreon members making sound. Cryptids of the corn we're found, talking Bigfoot, dogmen bound. Hide in the woods they creep, stalking hikers making us leap. Eating corn, we're in deep, giant jellyfish, manta ray sweep. Flying through the sky so high, hating government don't comply. UFOs alive, we can't deny. Mushrooms smart, fairies nigh. Elementals in the woods so sly. At the end of the night we sigh. Sitting round the fire we try. Talking monsters, eating corn, oh my. Elementals in the woods so sly. At the end of the night we sigh.